Hey guys, welcome to another Lazy Gamer Guide. I'm Gibson, and today we are talking augmentations. The top 10 best augmentations for questing and exploring in Deus Ex Mankind Divided. The top 10 augmentations. What are they and what do they do? Let's start with hacking, one of the major things you do in Deus Ex. Terminals, computers, laser and camera security systems, all the things that need to be hacked throughout the game world, and having these augs will just make your life so much more easier when going through it. So first up, under CRANIUM, we have hacking capture. The augmentations in this tree are useful no matter how you decide to play the game, stealth or all-out combat. Reason being, you may want to get into some secret areas undetected, even if you prefer blowing shit up. From the start, you can crack locks, computers, and safes that are level 1 security, but by leveling this up as fast as possible early on, you can get into areas protected by levels 2 and 3 security, which will allow you to get all the goodies from the start of the game. It will also allow you to hold on to your multi-tools for hacking into harder areas. Next up, we have remote hacking. Now, before we get into the stealth hacking, you should consider unlocking remote hacking first. Essentially, it will allow you to access areas you would otherwise not be able to, such as gaining access to buildings through closed curtains, or on rooftops where you can unlock ladders and awnings. Also, by turning off security cameras and trip lasers will also allow you to pass through high security areas without being seen. So the next one we have is hacking stealth. These are useful when you need to get into the security locks that are level 2 or higher. The higher security level on a lock, the more time it takes to get through it during the minigame. Also, the detection rate is pretty high too, so try to unlock this first tier ASAP, then move on to the rest of the stealth augs in this tree as you get more praxis throughout the game. So the next augmentation is in the cranium section, and it is Social Enhancer. Now this augmentation is going to be used during NPC conversations. Sometimes during conversations it will activate automatically, allowing you to use a persuasion to sway the conversation the way you want, and sometimes also gain some benefits. Unlock this if you want to get the most out of your conversations with important NPCs. Now there will be different levels of choices in the conversations, alpha, beta, and omega, depending on how the NPC is reacting to the conversation and their normal attitude altogether. On the left side, it will explain the NPC's personality traits and psychological profile, while at the top left, there will be a response level bar that raises up and down depending on the NPC's anger level from the answers you select. After answering the NPC, a voice tonality will come up and let you know if the NPC is getting angry with you or not. Also, there will be another indicator off to the right letting you know the NPC's heart rate to see if the situation is escalating. Next up, we have Smart Vision, the lazy gamer's wall hack, or as I like to call it, Batman's detective mode. It's pretty much self-explanatory. You can see enemies through walls and also detect certain areas you can access, such as doors, safes, or places where you can break weak points in walls. Also, try to unlock the Magpie extension. When you activate it, you'll be able to see things you can collect because they'll be highlighted all around the area that you're standing. Next up in the cybernetic arm tree, we have punch through wall. It allows you to break through walls and ventilation weak points detected by using your smart vision, as shown in the previous clips. Being able to get through some walls will give you alternate routes to your quest objective. Be warned though, breaking walls makes the same noise as shooting your gun, so be sure to check your area for any nearby enemies or they will hear you and come after you. Implanted rebreather, protection against poisonous gas fumes. These areas are usually in sewers and other places you most likely won't venture to unless you're like me and like to check every corner of the map. This AUG does pretty much the same thing as punch through wall does. It allows you to create an alternate route during your travels. Just a side note though, there is usually a valve located nearby the gas area you can shut off so you don't run out of power and eventually die, which always sucks. And also, just a heads up, there are a lot of gas areas in this game, and if you don't have this AUG, you're going to be kicking yourself for not having it, because as soon as you enter the gas area you will die. So don't even try to jump in and try to turn off one of the valves, because you will get killed. So moving on to the back section, we have ICARUS landing. You first see this AUG in use right from the start of the game in the prologue, when Jensen jumps down from a plane to the hotel and comes down from the sky like Mercy in Overwatch, or some god from the heavens. It's quite cool. Pretty much reduces fall damage when jumping from high areas. It's good for jumping down elevator shafts or off high buildings, and it's pretty fun too. So second to last, we have the KLIPSPRINGER jump mod. This AUG is in the cyberleg tree. It essentially allows you to jump higher so you can reach the cookie jar on top of the refrigerator. You can either get this mod or spend your days using big boxes and vending machines as Legos to get to that hard to reach area. It's a great AUG for gamers that like to explore every corner of the map, and it is also required to get to some areas for certain missions. And finally, for the top 10 augmentations for questing and exploring, we have Optimize Musculature, another AUG from the Cyberarm tree, which allows you to move heavy objects out of the way. It's good for finding areas like weak walls or small vents and such behind large objects like vending machines. You can also move objects to reach high areas by climbing on top of them. It's not a really exciting mod, but it is a mod that you will need if you want to explore certain hidden areas in the game. So thanks for watching, guys, and if you liked the video and want to see more, hit that like button to see more. Also, I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments below. What are your favorite augmentations? Do you agree with mine? Do you have a different set of augmentations that you guys like to use to quest and explore with? Also, make sure to check out my channel for more tips and tricks videos, and I will see you guys next time.